My name is Steph Bartlett. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I share all things farm life, wellness, travel, and my most passionate thing, the thing that really matters the most to me, is empowering people to be wildly themselves, be true to who they are, and live life their way. In today's YouTube video, I feel like quite a farmer because I go on my very first crop tour. I'll be upfront though, it's not some really in-depth, extreme crop tour, but I actually like it. We talk about what the land here is like for growing crops. We talk about what we plant, what we grow. We talk about what the season is looking like, how it's shaping up so far. But as per usual, always start off the video with a little update of what's been happening on the farm for the week. We also head out with Farmer Paul and Farmer Charles and have a look at the crossbred lambs on the way out to the other paddocks. And do watch right to the end when we have a chat with Farmer Rod, and that's when we do an actual crop tour. I'm really glad we did this crop tour because in a month or two, we'll be able to do an updated crop tour, see how much it's all grown, see how the season is shaping up. We'll be able to document it all in real time. So anyhow, let's get into it. Or as I like to say, let's go.
Burn a little brighter every day, swimming in the tide against the waves, and I can hold my breath until they crash.
A quick little weekly update before we dive into the crop tour. We did have 4 mil of rain this week, which was great. There was a couple of mil one day and then a couple of mil the next day. We have had 2 mil. It all adds up. We will take however many mil we can get. And you may recall in the last YouTube video, we let the ewes out of containment feeding, which was very exciting. So they've been around the houses and sheds, and Coco has enjoyed watching them. I really don't know if it gets any more country than looking out your window into your backyard and seeing sheep grazing your lawn, or as I call them, the lawn mowers, eating down the grass, which is very handy. I'm really hoping that the girls find the little gate into my veggie garden so they can eat it out for me. Bit overgrown with weeds. Hey, did you find my veggie garden? Did you eat all the weeds out of my veggie garden? We'll go see. These people that say sheep are dumb, they're actually not. They know how to open that silo and get the barley out. Oh, you're eating around my veggie garden? That's a good start. Have you found the gate to get in there? Because there's... Oh, you've been right around my veggie garden. Good job. Good job. Oh, we've still got some around there. Anyhow, the 4-legged lawnmowers did a fantastic job eating down all the grass around the houses and the sheds. And then on Friday, so a week later, this is them out in the paddock with beautiful green pasture. They are living the good life now. We also had the guys from Brant come out, do a bit of pre-season work, I guess they call it, on the header. Obviously, harvest is a little way off. We've only just put the crops in, but it's good to be organised, right? I asked the guys what they were doing in particular just here, and they said they were replacing any broken pickup fingers on the pickup belts. And of course, there was fencing, feeding sheep, spraying, spreading urea, all the usual stuff happening as well. Before jumping to the crop tour with Farmer Rod, we're just going to go for a quick drive around the farm with Farmer Paul, have a chat to him about cropping, and also see the crossbred lambs on the way. Paul, I remember back in the day, Dad was kind of, or Farmer Rod was the crop man. You were the sheep man, and then Brian did the cattle.
That's correct.
You kind of had your own enterprise. You all worked together, but that was your main focus, right? You had a focus each.
It was, and it's quite funny the way that developed because I was always been passionate about the sheep and Brian the cattle. So poor Rod, oh well, I guess I'm doing the cropping with that.
Oh,
So that happened.
Okay, interesting. He does quite. I guess now he's been involved in the crops so much, he does enjoy it. He loves all the farming.
Does an incredible job for sure. Yeah.
So what do you prefer? You still prefer sheep?
Well, probably look, I like both equal now. Probably my real passion is genetics and
sheep stuff.
Sheep, and breeding our own rams now for 35, 40 years. That's been my biggest passion, I think. Yeah. But since we've been delving and not burning and putting stuff in now for about 35 years, and now we're going, getting those 4 or 5 ton crops on reasonable years. And to see what we've done, that's been an incredible journey, and that's sort of
more
really
enjoyable when you literally reap the rewards.
That's it, and that whole process of doing that was just to change the sugar country to what it is now. Yeah. Whereas we first cropping, no claying, no delving, paddock blowing away, getting it. Yippee, we've got a 2 ton barley crop. now that's a failure. So it's just changed that much.
Yeah. The soil, just the colour is different. Like
That's
everything is just so different now.
It's interesting, Steph, I do all this, most of the spraying. So, you know, I spray most paddocks 3 or 4 times a year cropping, and I just found about 7 years ago, for some reason, all of a sudden, it just looked better. Like the crops come up quicker, they looked healthier, they grew better.
When did you start direct drilling?
Oh boy, it's a long time ago.
Oh, that was way before
way
then.
back.
Yeah.
So we've been many years. We'll put many tons of stubble back into the soil. And direct drilling, all that sort of stuff, and that's why I think it's a big part of why it's doing so well. I think the delving's a big one, as you know.
Yeah,
and we're just very lucky in Sherwood that we have that sand over clay, and the clay is good clay, so obviously we tested that.
Yeah.
And once we learned that, we just went for it.
Yeah.
And got it done. And that's the other thing I'm glad we did. So we got it all done quickly, and therefore that process of that good gardening getting to where we are now. It gets there also quicker over the whole property, and that's then your cash cow for buying better machinery, fencing, buying good genetics in, and that's, I think it's been a real win for us.
More enjoyable full stock and better results too.
Oh, unbelievable. Very enjoyable farming here now is, it's just fun really.
First stop, quick little stop by Farmer Charles, who's filling up the feeders for the crossbred lambs. As you can see, this Broma feed cart, once again, getting a workout. We've used that so much, it's fantastic. Farmer Charles, this video is about a bit of a crop tour. Are you a cropping person? Are you more into sheep? What?
Oh, both really, yeah.
Bit of all of it?
Bit of all of it, or good, you won't need both of it. So.
Yeah, because I asked Paul, because he used to be a sheep man, but now he's like, it's good to have an interest in both, but I'm guessing some people don't like it.
No, I got mates that are one or the other, but yeah, you certainly need both. That's what's more forward.
What I haven't shown you yet is this salt stuff they feed the lambs, so I'm going to show you that next. These lambs, Paul, they're looking all right, considering, like you said, come out of a drought.
Well, no green feed after weaning, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Normally for Keith, so I'm really pleased with them.
How many do we have?
It's about, I think about 1,400 all up. I think it's about 700 here roughly.
Yep, these are the bigger ones.
Yeah,
and
these
then,
are the tops, yep. So we'll probably get these in about 10, 11 days time and weigh them up and do some forward sales perhaps.
Awesome. Get some money back from all this feed you've been forking out
that's
for.
a risk we took, but that was my intuition. So I said to Audio, just have a go because I think it's going to rain.
Yeah.
There's no sheep around. It's the lowest the sheep numbers have been in Australia for a long, long time. So I think it's really going to pay off. Yep.
The very fancy containers.
Pretty good, aren't they?
Very creative.
Yep. Even got holes in the bottom.
Oh, really? Oh, I did not know that.
Help drain the water out. Just drill a few holes in.
Oh, that's the go.
Makes a bit of a difference.
So what is this stuff you're putting in there?
So it's probably Graze Max Ultra.
Graze Max Ultra.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just a lick that's got everything you need in it for the lambs. Zinc, magnesium, bit of copper and stuff. So it helps with their feet and keeps them happy.
Awesome, like a bit of a superfood.
Pretty well, it's, especially in the wet and walking around in green grass and stuff. It helps them not get dirty and not get lame. It's definitely worth it.
I've seen them eat it. They like this stuff.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Those bags are heavy and won't be for you, but I remember helping Farmer Rod one day. I was like, jeebus. I told you they love this stuff. Look at this. Cheeky little Harrys.
I think they like it.
Yeah, I didn't know they love it this much. Crossies are just so playful as well. Farmer Paul, I think they like this stuff.
Oh yes. It's obviously telling you that they need it, so it's we have other licks we use too. Charles explained when the feed's really lush, just for those 4 months roughly, it's a great product to use.
Yeah.
But this way, our crutching contractor's been very happy the last 4 to 5 years.
So they don't get as dirty.
All he says is some of the cleanest lambs he's done in the district. So
yeah, right.
You try these things, you test them, see what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
Steph's about to drink it.
Yeah.
I'm only joking, Steph.
Yeah. So first up, we're going to drive out to a barley crop. This is one Paul will need a spray soon, so we'll get the gates opened up and get it all ready to go. Paul, you do all the spraying on the farm, so you'd probably see the crops the most out of everyone driving over them. How's the season shaping up so far, you reckon?
Yeah, so far so good. So as you know, we've had a late break. So luckily we've got pretty good efficiency in putting the crop in with machinery and labour. So we got the crop in pretty quick. So it ended up being 10 days, generally 10 days past the optimum sowing dates of all crops. So that's not a big deal, it's just a potential loss if we only get a dry spring. So we've got full moisture now, so we can even get average spring rains. We're on course for good crops. So all things being equal, sitting pretty well at the minute.
Okay, things are looking okay.
Yeah, they
especially
are.
after the drought.
Oh yeah, and also if you look around this paddock, so what we've done with our cropping paddocks, which have taken all the old fences out.
There was a fence here, wasn't there?
That's right, correct. Yep, this used to be 4 paddocks. Now it's 1. So
how many acres?
So in here, it's 146 hectares. I can just spray in 1 paddock, so it just makes my spraying so much quicker and more efficient. It's great. And then we're able to put new fences around them all, so less fencing, but new fencing and bigger paddocks for cropping. So it sort of created a win-win. I'm up to date with all the spraying. I've got the barley to do next week, so I'm just getting preparation. Got the chemical, and we'll start getting into that Monday.
What are you spraying out in the barley?
So this is commodus barley, which is absolutely amazing barley because you can spray the grasses out with it, which we could do that many years ago. That's a big win. And also with this barley you can graze and grain, or just graze, or just do grain. It's really flexible, so we love it, and it yields very well. And last year, even the dry year, we still got 2.2 tonne, which is bloody unbelievable. Didn't expect that. So yeah, commodus barley. Yeah, it's a clear field.
So there is a saying, you reap what you sow, and that saying kind of pisses me off. Maybe I misinterpret it, but like, you can sow a crop, doesn't mean you're going to reap a good crop. It depends on how you nurture that crop, how you look after it. It needs to have enough water, it needs to get the right sprays, fertilizer, all that stuff, or you're not going to reap a good crop, are you? Like, what do we need for our crops to finish off well now?
Well, the long answer for me for that saying, if you expand it out in a cropping sense, is that you want healthy soils.
Yeah.
Then you want healthy plant. You want great management on that plant. So, for example, we direct drill.
Yeah.
So that saves moisture. We water harvest. We've got 10-inch gaps.
Yeah.
And DBS is unbelievable for that, for accuracy of sowing, and gives you a really good imprint. So you've got 10-inch harvesting of water too.
Yeah.
And then it's just getting all your sprays done on time. Mm-hmm. Getting the correct fertiliser for the expected yield for that year. Putting the nitrogen when it needs it at the right time. So it's more to me, it's more that. So you nurture the crop.
So there's a lot, it's not you just don't sow your crop and then you reap it. There's a lot more in between, isn't there?
Correct. I think it's more the meaning saying is, if you do all the right things, you will reap a better crop.
Okay.
So you reap what you sow. Does that make sense?
Okay, so now I understand this saying properly.
Yeah, that's my interpretation anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense. So at the moment we're off to a good start, and if the season keeps going well, keep doing all the stuff we need to the crops, it should work out all right.
Correct. And the last thing I say on that is something we've been very strong on for most of our farming life is time management. So to me, and Rodney's very strong on that, timing is everything. Well, we've got optimum times for sowing. We go back 12 months and we're always gauging what's going on, stubble control, don't know what it is, but it's all about timing of everything for us.
Yeah.
Is ultimate. So important.
So that's important.
So that's a wrap with our little tour around with Farmer Paul. I liked having a chat with him about it because we're now going to have a chat with Farmer Rod and go for a crop tour. So it's just good to hear different perspectives, what people have to say.
Guess what, guys? I am going on my very first crop tour. I've heard lots of farmers say they go on crop tours. You would have done a few crop tours in your time, Dad?
Lots. Yes, I learnt lots.
Yeah, so what's your favourite thing about them?
Just picking up new information and then coming back to the farm, applying it and doing a better job.
Yeah, because like you said before, you get set in your own ways.
You think you know it all, but you actually don't.
Yeah. And
anyone thinks they know it all is wasting their time.
Yeah, got to have a beginner's mind, always learning, always improving.
Exactly, yep. That's the way to go.
So what do we got here? Crop number 1.
This is the wheat
Wheat, okay. And what was in here last year?
Canola.
Do you always do wheat after canola?
Most times you can do barley.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, depends what the rotation is. And last year we had to do a lot more cereal due to the fact it was a drought. So that means this year it makes it a bit tricky. Some cereal on cereal, but that's what you got to do to get the rotation right.
Okay. This was the last crop you seeded, right?
Second last, yep.
Second to last.
Yep.
And we can see it's coming up. Are you happy with how it's all come up so far?
So coming up well. We've given it a dose of urea, so that now should take off. It's had rain on it since the urea, so
Yep.
should go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Other thing I just thought of, how much wheat do you put in?
About 1,000 acres of wheat.
And the same with barley?
About the same with barley, roughly. Yep.
How many acres do you crop all up?
About 4,000 plus
Okay.
the feed.
So you split it between canola, beans, lupins, wheat and barley.
That's right.
Ha, I do know something. Next up.
Might as well put barley, I suppose.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. I feel like such a farmer doing a crop tour. So this is where I would get into strife if I was taking people around for a crop tour, because I can't tell the difference between wheat and barley.
It is hard at this stage.
Yeah, so as it grows more, it's easier to tell.
Yeah, that's right, yep.
Okay.
Barley bushes out more.
Yeah, oh, you can actually see that here. Oh, this would have been planted a lot earlier as well.
A bit earlier.
So what can you tell us about this barley crop?
Well, this is barley on barley. It was meant to be canola last year, but because of the bad year, we pulled a lot of the canola out and put cereal on cereal instead, which was a good move because it yielded well.
Yeah, so were you just holding off last year to see if it would rain before you'd put canola
right,
in, and then just got too late to put the canola in?
That's right, so we kept the seed for this year, so a
Yep.
lot of it. We did put some in, but put about half what we normally put in.
Oh, so even this year you haven't put much
No, this
canola
year we
in?
put it all in. I'm talking last year.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Last year we put about half the amount we would because it's such a bad year. This year it started off better.
Yeah.
And also the forecast this year is better, but I hope they're right.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a gamble, isn't it?
That's right.
All right, this is a canola crop. What can you tell us about this one?
We sowed it about between 2 and 2.5 kilograms a hectare with 100 kilograms of DAP, and then we put another 100 kilograms of urea on it.
Yep.
And then in a couple of weeks' time, if the rain comes, we'll put another 100 kilograms of urea on it, and hopefully it does well.
All right, I can't wait to get the drone out when all this is flowering, nice
Yeah,
and yellow.
fits, isn't it?
So what variety canola is this one?
It's one of the clear fields.
Is this what you always use?
Yeah, we do, yep.
Yep.
Seems to yield a lot better.
Okay, so canola does well on our country?
Does well, yep, definitely, yep, on the flats, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say on the hills you generally do lupins, right?
Lupins, or just leave the hills and put some lucerne on and let them like, in time they're going to get better as they build up with clay and humerus. So
Yep.
at this stage, some of the bigger hills, we're just putting lucerne on them, and then when you graze, it's great. With the
Yeah,
stubble.
well actually in the harvest video, people might have seen the YouTube video about harvest. I was in the chaser with Paul and you could see all the lucerne on the hills while
Yeah, it's
Brian
just-
was
yeah.
reaping. It was great.
So in time you could crop those hills, but just when you first clay them, it just takes a while for them to build up.
Yeah.
And probably put more clay on them.
Yeah.
So things are developing all the time. I think they're going to get better and better.
So that does lead me to my next question. How would you describe the kind of country we crop here?
Yeah, so we're sand over clay.
Sand over clay.
And most of the flats you can delve, which means you can bring the clay up and mix it in the sand, which just changed this country. And then what you can't, you just use a scraper and put on the hills.
Yeah.
And luckily our clay, just a little bit alkaline, and consequently mixing with the sand, it just makes it neutral, which is what you need.
Yeah, it's
Neutral.
just improved our land massively, hasn't it?
Just made it from grazing country to cropping country.
Yeah.
Simple as that, really. And it's always developing.
Hoping there's a bit of moisture under there.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's bloody
Look at
great.
That's the clay down there. Yep, just wet all the way down to the clay. Just what
Awesome.
you want.
Speaking of the clay done before, we have a lot of clay trucks, don't we?
We do. So most of the year you can drive on them, but when it rains, you've got to stay on for about a week.
Yeah.
They dry out again.
Yeah, it's a bit bloody slippery otherwise and messy.
Perfect grain carting in the summer though.
Yeah, it's great. We've just come out to a clay hole to show you the clay situation. This blows my mind how close the clay is under the sand. Like it's not far down until you hit clay. So this is what blows my mind, Dad. So like the clay starts here. It's like a foot down, isn't it, under the sand?
And that sand is non-wetting sand, like it's been mixed, clay's been mixed with it. Before that, that's non-wetting sand, and it changes it to wettable sand, and all of a sudden it changes completely. And the good thing about this is the delver will get down that. It's very cheap to delve, and we'll put a lot of clay up, and you mix it, and it's cheap.
Because you used to clay spread before delving was
That's
a
right,
thing.
clay spread first, and that was good, but the delving's the next level.
Yeah, really dug it up.
And cheaper and better. The crops, yeah, increase the crops.
You can actually see the lines in the crops once they're up, can't you, where
That's
the
right.
delver has been?
The last probably 10 years you see the lines, because it's only narrow, it's still got hard spots between, so it doesn't compact.
Yeah,
That's
right.
my view. Probably no one else agrees with that, but that's mine.
We'll take that the Rodney Bartlett
right.
way. So these clay holes, we've got a few of these around the farm, don't we?
So the good news about the clay holes is we put them at the last spot. So when you have a wet year, they fill up with water, and then the flats don't waterlog. And then you've got sheep water as well right through the summer.
I just learned something new then.
And you put yabbies in them if you really want to get creative.
Yeah, we do have one yabby dam.
Yep. I don't like them myself, so don't worry about it.
I bloody love them. Yeah. You've got a heap of these holes, but obviously delving, you don't have these holes. So this is all from clay spreading back in the day.
Well, even any time, because you have to get the clay where it's close. So you have to put the holes down on the flats and then cart them to the hills. You can't find clay on the hills.
Oh, so that's to do the hills. So you delve the flats and then
right.
clay spreading on the hills.
That's right. You still dig the holes on the flats because it's a lot cheaper.
And you use this clay from the holes for the clay tracks as
That's right.
well?
This one here did the clay tracks, yep.
Yeah, which is very handy, especially through summer.
It's a lot cheaper. You don't have to, like carting rubble here costs a fortune. It's probably the nearest rubble's probably 40 k's away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this stuff right here.
Yep.
Very handy. I remember as a kid, my cousins and I and my brothers, I think my sister was a bit too young, we would get those gallon drums and we put a crate over the top, wire them on, and we'd make these rafts, and then, yeah, we'd hang out in the clay holes. And we thought we were cool doing like a clay mask. Yeah, clay all over us. The things you do as kids, lots of fun. Just come out to a bean crop. How many beans have we got in, Dad?
Yeah, I think we've got about 650 acres.
Okay, so we've got a few. They're looking, you're happy with how they're going?
Yeah, looking good. That's nice. Yeah, good density, and they'll come out of the ground. And
Yep.
we did a haircut on them, which means put gramoxone over them so we killed all the weeds, so they're pretty clean as well.
Yeah.
So just do one more spray soon to start getting protection on the leaves and knock any grass out that's there, and be laughing.
Yeah, so you said on this block here we've got beans and lupins, so I'm guessing beans are on the flats and lupins are on the hills.
Yeah, most of this block is all heavy country. There's a couple of hills, so we just put a few lupins on that.
Here is a prime example of a wet clay track that you do not drive on. So here are the lupins. It was the end of the day. I forgot to ask Farmer Rod for, some questions about the lupins. But what I can tell you is the lupins were seeded on the 3rd of June and this video was taken on the 31st of July. So they were planted a couple of months ago. My goodness. I tell you what, it is freezing here today. It's 13 degrees last time I checked. I'm not moving far from the fire. I might need to soon actually. I am this close to running out of firewood, but I'll deal with that shortly. I hope you enjoyed today's YouTube video, a bit of a crop tour. I am very intrigued to know how many of you are actually farmers watching this. If you can let me know in the comments, please. Excuse me. If you could please let me know in the comments if you are a farmer or if maybe you're just fascinated by farming or used to be on a farm. I would love to know who is watching these videos because we could go into a lot more depth about farming. We're keeping it pretty basic because that's me. I don't really know much about farming. I like learning the basics, but obviously Farmer Rod, Farmer Paul, Farmer Charles, Farmer John, they all know a lot more about farming and could share a lot more information if people are interested. And I'm thinking for next week, don't hold me to it, but I'm 99.9% sure I'm going to make a video about the shearing shed, and Farmer Paul being the one that loves his sheep. He is going to give us a bit of information about the sheep we have on our farm as well. So maybe if you have any questions, what you'd like to see or hear about in that video, pop it in the comments below and I'll make sure we cover those points. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to hit the subscribe button, it just means you won't miss any future videos. Doesn't cost anything. Quite often people ask me, what does it mean if I hit subscribe? And I'm like, basically it just means that it means you're following my channel and you'll see all my new videos when they come out. I would love to know what you're enjoying most about my YouTube videos so I can keep making videos that you enjoy. If you can let me know in the comments, that would be fab. And in the meantime, as I always like to say, be wildly you and live life your way. See you next week. Let's go, Coco.
Burn a little brighter every day, swimming in the tide against the waves, and I can hold my breath until they crash. Never been the type to wait, I never had